Hello, welcome to the second half of the season 3. We've just come off the season break, got some upgrades in for the car. Charles Leclerc is currently our new rival, as we discussed in the season break, and we have an almost immortal car. Almost immortal. There's just one more upgrade, and that's coming the 2nd of November. We are going to expect a chassis upgrade soon. We just need to get, well, the package for spec level 3 for the chassis facility is yet to arrive. 8th of September it's due. Everything looks fine. We might need, yeah, we don't need to get new engines and stuff. But yeah, in other news, George Russell is a bastard. Apart from that, Verstappen and Lando Norris, if we get a good race, we might be able to beat Lando Norris in the driver standings, and possibly Max Verstappen. It depends how well they perform in the Dutch Grand Prix, which is round 60, which is what we're doing. And then obviously in the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes are literally just... Toto Wolff is absolutely... Jesus, he was right, wasn't he? If a car hits the wall, or it's too slow, or it's too stiff, you're in the shit and I'm gonna come after you. He's not fucking wrong, people. Mercedes... Fuck! Listen, Red Bull, fuck them. They're nothing. Fucking Mercedes! And they don't even have Hamilton, they have Ocon and Russell. Russell is the new Hamilton! And he's an absolute bastard! I wish Hamilton was still with Mercedes. Why did you retire, damn it? Why? Now look what you've done! Yeah, our defending championship reign is not going very well. But let's keep our head down, stay focused, and try and get out of P9, which is what we qualified. Yeah, we qualified P9 with a really shit qualifying. Close, but shit. Anyway.
For years, the people of Zandvoort fondly recalled the Grand Prix they used to hold, and then came along Max Verstappen. Across Europe, the Orange Army sold seats and seats and seats, and now they have their own Grand Prix. It is time for race day in the Netherlands. Zandvoort circuit then, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6 mile lap. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and it's Esteban Ocon in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Perez, Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Goose, Gasly, Williams, Stroll, Liam Lawson, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Joe, Albon, Teo Porcher, Magnussen, De Vries, Tsunoda and Logan Sargent. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. With me today, of course, is Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Goose. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within the team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that has definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Okay, you're not seeing things, people. This is war. Both Mercedes cars are on the front line with the McLaren and Ferrari in the background under it off. The Goose gets a good start, and so does Liam Lawson, being held up there by the Aston Martin of Cameron. The Goose goes out of inside. See wide and cuts off second. Perez goes to the first corner. Jesus! And here goes the Goose. One of the, I think that's Esteban Ocon that's dropped down a few places. It goes on the grass, off the track, and overtaking Esteban Ocon into the third corner. And the Goose is up to P4. P4 behind Sainz, Russell and Piastri. Oscar Piastri takes over the lead from George Russell. Esteban Ocon behind us, followed by Perez, Leclerc. Leclerc and Perez having a fight now. The contact and hand just been made there with Ocon. This is war. Mercedes to pick the wrong fucking animal to fuck with. And the Goose is sticking it to them right now. Ocon dropped down to P6. Perez moves up to P5. Then Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Stroll. Williams, Liam Lawson moves up to P12 ahead of Nico Hulkenberg, Gasly, Joe, Bottas, Albon, De Vries, Porsche, Magnussen, Sargent and Tsunoda. Gee, what an opening lap this is turning out to be. Fucking hell. But we're 3 seconds behind Sainz. As you know, we qualified P9. Our pace was not there. It was quite difficult to do it because there were heavy traffic in the closing minutes of the qualifying session. Here comes Sergio Perez. Contact there, going into the first corner. The Goose cuts him off at the last second. Jesus. Turn 2. Oh, he goes off the track. Goose lost it through the second turn. It was that curb and the Goose losing positions. And then he gets assassinated by Ocon. Ocon tried to spin him. He tried to spin him off the track. Did you see that? So the Goose loses it and then loses it for turn 2 and 3. Goes off the track again. Goes wide. Gets cut off by the. Gets passed by the Ferrari and Red Bull. And then Ocon tries to assassinate him. Bastard. Further on lap 2, and the Goose is thinking about going off the track here and cutting him off. And overtakes Esteban Ocon. Verstappen. Oh, Ocon's dropped down to P9. Verstappen and Norris make their way past him at lap 3 now, and they got Verstappen. Oh, and they're both off the track. Verstappen and Goose are off, and Verstappen's dropped down. He's dropping. Has he been assassinated? And his home Grand Prix. Oh my God. So up in here, the DRS, Verstappen had DRS, and the Goose, he saw a gap, and the Goose closed him off, and they both went out of the track together. The Goose has not been given a penalty, and there goes Verstappen, goes off into the escape road, and there goes, there's a green flag. Verstappen has dropped right down to Esteban Ocon as well. He must have pitted after contact there, trying to assassinate the Goose. The Goose slightly hits the wall there. And oh Jesus! He's trying to assassinate Williams! God, this is just getting better. It's like Monza Season 1, but it's gone Dutch! The virtual safety car has been deployed. Oh my God. So, the Goose loses speed after hitting the wall there. And then Callan Williams tries to go down the inside, and then he tries to assassinate us, and the Goose just rams into the wall and then rams into Williams. Yes, the Goose and Callan Williams can now have a fight, and this time it's legal. It's legal because we're not teammates. So here we are. We're on board with our former teammate, Callan Williams, and look, he drives into us, drives Goose into the wall, and then the Goose responds. Both Goose and Callan Williams have received a 5-second penalty from the FIA for that incident. We're on board with our teammate now, Liam Lawson, as we watch it from his side, from his event. Fucking hell! Lance Stroll nearly got destroyed! And there he nearly got fucking killed! And there goes, I think that's Pierre Gasly there. And lap 4, at the end of lap 4 now, and the Goose and Callan Williams, once teammates, if you remember, from Seasons 1 and the first half of Season 2, now bitter rivals. Well, I say rival, it's more of a rival for our teammate Liam Lawson, but nothing for the Goose. You see, the 5-second rule is being applied here. They cannot, the Black Country lads and the West Midland lads cannot touch the car for 5 seconds. Obviously, the Flocking Geese made, and they're putting the new front wing on. The Flocking Geese are made up of lads from the West Midlands, Black Country, Kidderminster, Wyre Forest, Birmingham area, outside Warwickshire area as well, North Warwickshire and all that. All over the West Midlands, that is, it's very nice in it. And Callan Williams does get the better of us. Gets ahead of us, and yeah, we're last. Russell has taken over the lead of the race. That is not something we want to see. Russell is a threat. We have a George Russell problem. Lap 6, the virtual safety car is still out. Lap 7, the virtual safety car is ending. We are on the hard tyres. Now, the Goose has made it clear over the radio between lap 20 and 34, if he has to pit, he will pit. But he wants to go to the end of the race with these hard tyres. So basically, 21 laps. No, 31 laps on the hard tyres here. He's gonna. This is insane. Well, Callum Williams still putting up a fight here as we go into turn 2. And we're still side by side for turn 3. Damn it, Goose Lord. And here we go now. We've overtaken Callum Williams. Esteban Ocon thought about going past Suzuki Tsunoda there through turn 4 and 5 here. But here we go, I think this is turn 6. Yeah, we had to concede. We had to pull back then, as it was too dangerous, too narrow. And here he goes. There goes past Yuki Tsunoda on whatever corner that was. I'm sure Dutch fans will correct me on that one. Hello, Dutch. How are we doing? We're going into the final fast corner now, into the start of lap 9. Holy Jesus! Ocon's making moves against Logan Sargent. Logan Sargent was defending like mad. He goes to go straight wide for the first corner for turn 1 on lap 9. God! I don't think it's over yet. Is it over? Yeah, I think it's over. Ocon's behind us now for good. Verstappen, P16 at his home Grand Prix. He's been... De Vries is in front of Verstappen. Poetic. Poetic for De Vries to be in front of Max Verstappen. And we've overtaken Verstappen. If we go a bit off the grass there to defend from the whining Dutchman himself. Former world champion. Before the Goose dethroned him. And the Goose nearly runs to the back of Nyck De Vries here. This is war, and it's just war's declared. Verstappen, the Goose won right a bit there, and Verstappen to get the edge there, and no DRS, remember, for a few laps after the virtual safety car obviously, because there's contact between De Vries and the Goose there. Lap 10 now, and the Goose making moves on Magnussen, who recently came back from Aston Martin to be punished by Gunther Steiner, because he really is in the shit. Coming up now to turn 3 with Teo Pourchaire in front of us, and the Goose using the overtake button to try and get a move here on the Williams, who's been doing well recently, apart from hand gesture's been made there to the Pourchaire from the Goose. Lap 11 now, trying to make a move on Alexander Albon, and I think people are starting to pit, unless if they're just overtaking each other. Making a move there on Alexander Albon was the Goose, and now it's the two Alfa Romeos. Oh, that could hang on. The Goose has cut a corner there. He has received a warning for that, and it goes a bit off wide then, cutting off both Alfa Romeos, overtaking Valtteri Bottas. And here comes here's the other Alfa Romeo of Zhou Guanyu through lap 12. Lap 12, first corner. Verstappen moves up to P13. He's another person to look out for in the Drivers' Championship, because he's currently second. Lando Norris third. Russell is way out in the lead. And we're now on board with for lap 14. It's Liam Lawson in front of us, and Lance Stroll for the first corner. He does an S-turn manoeuvre, just like in Hungary. We know that the S-turn doesn't always work. Look at Monza Season 1. I keep referring to Monza. George Russell's pitting. I think Piastri's pitting as well. The Goose makes moves here on Piastri, Russell and Charles Leclerc, the front runners here of the race. Yep, they're pitted. Lap 16. These tyres now are about 11 laps old, and we've just made a move on Pierre Gasly for the corner and off the grass and off the track into the gravel. Sorry, I can't get my word right. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. With the this corner is a bit hard on us, because it's the problem with this track. It's the curbs. If you go on the curbs, it screws you over, and it basically locks you in, so you can't actually turn properly. Lap 17, and we take third place ahead of Pierre Gasly. So it's Lando Norris and Sergio Perez making up a few good places from the start of the race. Lap 18 drops down to P4. Pierre Gasly moves up now. George Russell literally has done a move here, and he's back to P4, and he's catching up with us because he's got the faster pace. That Mercedes car has received some massive, fairly decent upgrades over the season break, I tell you. And it's George Russell who's in second place, only 1 second behind us, and at lap 19 now through the DRS. There's contact between the two cars here, and the Goose is trying to kill him. They're trying to kill each other here. Through the one of the DRS sections. The short DRS section. Here we are, lap 20 now, and there's more contact there between Goose and George Russell. George Russell has been told on the radio, oh, there's contact between the Goose and Russell. Have we lost the front wing? Have we got side damage? Mercedes have literally told Mercedes, right? He's told his two drivers, Ocon and Russell. Jesus, that was some defending there from the Goose. In order to beat the Goose, you have to think like him. But Ocon, Russell's lost an end plate. Ocon, what was I saying? Ocon. Russell's lost a bit of his end plate. But oh my god, he's still keeping an eye on us. He's still following us with great ease, just to show how much of a pace he has on the Goose. But he's dropped down the order now because he had to pit for a new wing. Then they go Sergio Perez taking advantage there. These tyres are 21 laps old now, and they're literally starting to give up now. And the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez from Red Bull, they realise that. Lap 28 now. Perez still trying to make a move here through the first corner. They're still trying to make moves here through turns 1 and through the fast straight for the finish line. Lap 30 now. Perez makes the move, but he's quickly subsided, passed by the Goose. Ocon, there's a green flag. And Gasly's overtaken George Russell here for P9. Lawson's overtaken. George Russell's DNF'd! Yes! Get him! Yes! Oh, George Russell is out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear. In order to think like the Goose, you have to behave like the Goose. And George Russell has just faced the consequences by blowing up his engine. By pushing his cars too far to try and counter the Goose. And instead his engine just said, nope, I'm out of here. Oh, Toto Wolff is breaking a headset right now at the sight of this. All hopes from Mercedes now rely on Esteban Ocon. And here goes the Goose, lapping Nyck De Vries, who is 36 seconds behind Logan Sargent. He's doing well at his home Grand Prix, isn't he? Meanwhile, Verstappen's doing well at his home Grand Prix as well. And unfortunately, the safety car has been deployed. Lap 32. What the hell? I think Joe is dropping down the order. Has he spun? We're on board with Joe Guan Yu from Alpha Romeo into turn 1, and hey, he spun. And he's sitting there as well. And here goes the other drivers, Haas there, Williams. Yep, that's deployed the safety car. You might be wondering what happened. Why is Carlos Sainz in front of us all of a sudden? Basically, we were too slow when behind the safety car, so Carlos Sainz managed to catch the Goose asleep at the wheel, and the Goose paying him kindly with a shunt to the back of the car. The safety car's coming in now at the end of this lap. The Goose's tyres are 30 laps old, and he's literally staring down Carlos Sainz now. We have 2 laps to go. Can the Goose's tyres literally survive the next 2 laps as we pass Carlos Sainz? Nyck De Vries is 2 laps behind us, and nothing else happened. And the Goose receives pretty much the best race of this season so far, apart from Silverstone, and wins the Dutch Grand Prix despite all the odds, having to manage his tyres but push aggressively. And Liam Lawson finishes in P10. So that's both flocking Geese cars getting points. So well done to both drivers. The Goose literally giving the finger to George Russell, Esteban Ocon and Mercedes. You want a war? We'll give you one.
Today, there's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
So let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Not the result our points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. Let's focus on driver of the day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Goose.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Now that is racing. Hard tyres from lap 7 all the way to the end. Literally, the front tyres were in the 70% wear. Right? Oh, dear me. Mercedes, you picked your fight with the wrong animal. The wolf of Mercedes, right? He said, "You're in the shit, and I'm going to come after you." But then he realised at the last minute that you don't mess with a goose. Because this is what you get. And we are tied with Verstappen. That is what we like to see. And meanwhile, Liam Lawson is the he's struggling against our former teammates, Piastri and Williams. Come on, Liam, you can beat Callan. We had some interesting we had an interesting moment with Callan, didn't we? just just saying hello to each other, yeah. He did take the fastest lap of the day, so that is, yeah. Defiant to the end, George Russell is. But, now Liam Lawson got a point for us as well, which is excellent. Well done. That's very good. Where are we in Constructors? Let's see. Constructors, we are still 5th. I would like to reach 3rd place this season because more money. Even though we're currently 5th, which is good, a good result, but we wanna start pushing now for better results. So yeah, thank you for watching the Dutch Grand Prix of Season 3. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channel, Tico Sprinter, and we'll see you for even more chaos at Monza. Round 61, Monza. So Rockstar Pool 69, cover your eyes. It's going to be a mayhem fest. Woo!